wake up. You know what I say? Okay. It's freezing. It's freezing. It's freezing. It's freezing. This is what it would be like if I FaceTimed you in the morning. Actually, no. I would be a lot more like... Please tell me you're single. No. I'm technically single, but I'm not looking. I love your morning voice. I think it sounds like a child's. Why not looking? Because there's a really cute blonde girl. If you scroll down on my page, you'll find her. She's really pretty. Her name's Lily. So. I love that. I kind of, like, have a weird thing about, like... I mean, I am a Leo, so, like, at heart, like, when people are like, I'm obsessed with you, like, it's just one of my favorite compliments, because I'm like, that's cool. But also, it makes me sound like a piece of shit, so. Where's Lily now? Home with her family for Christmas and the holidays. It's 6 a.m. here. Or 5:55 actually. And I don't know what you guys are gonna call this one because our names are so similar. Well, they are, but they like are, but they're not. Whoa. Hi. I miss you guys. I like going live. But you and I found my double charger. Oh, found it. Oh, no, I didn't. Is it behind here? Oh, I found it. It was stuck to a box. Christmas was good. I got to spend time with my family, which is always nice. You're 22? Yeah. Are you and Angel dating? No, we are best friends. I think I've said this so many times. I don't know how else to say it. Why are you awake so early? I wish I knew. I wish a bitch knew. Good morning. Am I excited for the new year? Yes. Yes. I'm so pretty in the morning. Look at my hair. That's for me sleeping on it. I literally just have one piece of hair in the back that's just sticking up because I was sleeping on it. We're gonna have to fix that in post. you have any New Year's resolutions? Stop complaining. I'm gonna do my best to cut complaining out of my life because there's really not that much to complain about. Is Lily gonna be around for New Year's Eve? Hopefully. I wanted to say thank you so much for really helped me get out of a really bad place in my life. Hey, you really helped me get out of a really bad place in my life, so thank you. Yes, I went and watched Spider-Man. I saw the premiere and it was amazing. No, I didn't block Ava. Nope. Did you dye your hair? I mean, after I butchered it and bleached the entire top, I had to get it smudged out. So yeah, I did again after that, but I'm not touching it for a while. It needs to grow out. What time is it there? 6 a.m. I don't really eat breakfast, or else I'd be like, this is what's for breakfast. If I was eating breakfast, I'd be getting out of bed. I just can't. I'm not really a big, like, breakfast girl. Why am I up so early? Ask whoever woke me up, because it wasn't me. Guys, I don't know why I'm not sleeping. I wish I did. I woke up and I said, yeah. I'm not in Noel right now. I'm back home, literally sleeping like in my dad's office. They turned every room in this house into something. So I'm currently sleeping in his office, and yeah. I'm really sorry if you guys compliment me and I just like, oh, that's so cute. That was so cute. I was saying though, sorry if I don't like say thank you and you guys compliment me. I just don't know how to take them. Like, you're a beautiful sight to wake up to. See, like, I don't know how to say that. Thank you. Got any piercings? I mean, other than my ears, my belly button, my septum, and then my nose, no. I don't have any, like, oh, and my tongue. I forget about that one. I feel like you would go back to sleep after this, probably. I was just bored. Guys. Too many compliments. Pull up to New York? Fuck, I will. The tongue was painful for me, at least. Because, like, she pierced it and then had to have the clamp on for like 3 minutes because she could not get the piercing through. Which is the same thing that happened with my septum. They were just not, like, they did not go in cleanly. And so she was, like, messing around with it and, like, trying to screw the ball on. Like, she was trying to put the ball on for at least, like, 5 minutes. So I was just sitting there with my mouth open. Like, my tongue at the top of my mouth, like, are you almost done? Like, and I was, yeah, it hurt because she kept pulling at it and stuff. But the actual, like, piercing, like, the needle and everything, it didn't hurt. make sure that you guys are doing me a favor and tapping the like button on the screen, or just tapping the screen, because we gotta boost these lives. We gotta boost this page if we want it to like continue to go anywhere. So keep boosting, keep sharing, keep liking. I appreciate you guys seriously so much. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys do so much, like, for me. Really got me. Have I been in the army before? No. Not in like a bad way. I could never do that. I do not take orders very well. I do not follow orders or like any kind of like yelling. I'm not listening. You thought I was Bryn from Dance Moms? That's actually so funny. Where's the sweatshirt? Oh, I need to put this on gently. When are you going back to NOLA? The 28th. Soon. Tomorrow. I put it on inside out, but at this point I don't care, so it's staying inside out. Because I'm not changing it. Hi. Oh, I just want to like... I wish I could still play music on live. Like... Why would my flight be canceled? Why? Is there bad weather? Is that how you said that? How do you know? Who told you that? I'm not in my room right now. I'm in my dad's office, sleeping in my dad's office, because I came back for Christmas. Snow? But it doesn't snow in the southern states, really. We'll just avoid all the snow patches on our way there. It's 6:05 here where I am. I woke up at 5:15 and was like, I choose death. Like, this is stupid. You should come to Ireland. Actually, me and Angel talk about going to Ireland all the time, so we want to so badly. Flights are understaffed because of COVID. Well, I mean, I booked my flight a while ago. I don't know. You guys are scaring me. I hope it's not. My flight's at like 9:40 in the morning. I can deal with cold. What? That's a weird question, but like, I can answer it. What's the biggest advantage women have in self-defense against a guy? You guys have balls. I want to go to Australia too. Hasn't Joe met Lily yet? No, but they will be meeting soon because Lily's gonna come to New Orleans. Because of short staff and COVID. I hope I can get home. I mean, that would kind of suck if I couldn't. I don't know how to make myself taller. Comments. Hi, girlfriend Nicole. Hi. I wish I knew your full name. I would have said it. You look so good. Thank you. We're about to go into another lockdown and I hate it. I know. Trust me. I know. I'm trying my best not to watch the news, but it's hard not to. What music do I like most? I wish I could show you guys. I like more just like indie alternative, just more relaxing. Alternative folk I'm really into. But it's true. Do you live in San Diego? Not anymore. I used to. Now I live in New Orleans, and currently I'm in Arizona visiting my family. Hi, both exes, Kai and Lauren. My middle name's Lauren. New Year's Eve plans? I'm gonna be in NOLA. I'm gonna chop it up in NOLA. I'm really excited. Where would you recommend in the U.S. to travel? Any kind of like national park. All of our parks are pretty good. Like any like, I don't know, any like anything in nature, like park wise, like national park is pretty good. Or like just the state of Colorado in general, or the state of Oregon in general. California, I mean, it's kind of just like a touristy thing, but you should still do it. New York is like a touristy thing, but you should still do it because it's both still a good experience. And then, like, honestly, the southern states are really cool. East Coast states are really cool, like, right on the coastline. If you follow the coastline on the East Coast all the way down and then just wrap around to, like, till you get to Texas, like, all those states are pretty fun. Because they're the, like, oldest. What's my favorite nickname to be called? I really like when people call me Liv, okay? Like, I really like it, but when someone calls me Livy, like, and I know it sounds really gross, but if someone's like, hey, Livy, I'm like, like, for some reason it gets me. What's one place you really want to visit someday that's a must? Santorini, Greece. That's so funny. Have you ever been to Greece? I travel every year. That's crazy. No, I've never been to Greece, but it's on like the top of my list of places I want to go. Because I've always wanted to go there. And then the next would be like Italy, because I want to see where my family comes from. So I'll probably go back to their hometown. Are you planning on making merch? Yes, in the new year. Everything is basically coming back in the new year. Like, that's the thing. Music will be coming back in the new year. My private lives will be coming back in the new year. My, like, merch will be coming in the new year. Finally coming back. Like, yeah, no, like, I have been slacking, but I've been really busy. But now that I'm kind of settled in New Orleans, I could finally start. And then after the holidays are over and all the stress is over and I don't have to, like, be with my family and whatever. Can you and I'll get a P.O. box? I'll talk to her about it. Yeah, I'll definitely ask her. We should. That'd be fun. You guys could send us, like, letters and stuff. We could put them in pictures. We could put them all over our apartment. Is doing all social media hard? Yes. I'm gonna answer that with a blanket statement of just yes. Everyone's gonna call you Livy now. I know. Can you do some of your private lives later so Aussies can join? Yeah, I'm gonna actually, when I do my private lives, I'm gonna try and get up to, like, at least like one in the beginning of the week, one at the end of the week, kind of thing. And spread them out the right way. And then also I want to start trying different times. So yeah, I totally can go live. Like, I'll go live one day at like 7 at night and see if other people that usually don't join come on. But good morning. Oh my gosh, thank you for whatever that is. That was a beautiful heart. Did you just give me your heart? Okay, let's play a game called Who's New Here and Who's Not. Let's play a game called New or Not. Like, literally say new or say no. Actually, that'll be hard because it'll all be ends. I don't know. Just figure it out. You guys are really smart people. You could do it. I just really want to know who's new. That's so awesome. Let's shut up. She's like, I'm new. Get out of here. We have a few new people, but I'm seeing mostly that you're not new and that you've been here for a while. So, like, that's the kicker, is, like, how do you go from, like, I have such a loyal fan base. Like, you guys are so loyal. Like, you are, like, I don't know, like, you guys support me so much, and it's, like, I want to continue to add to that family, because I want to continue to show them, like, that it's, like, a safe place to be here, because I know that a lot of people have found, like, some kind of, like, safe haven in my page and in my lives, and I know that I haven't been doing them a lot lately, and that's frustrating. But, like, yeah, welcome if you're new. Thank you for staying if you're not. We can have a therapy session now if you guys want, because I haven't done one in a while, and I haven't, so if you want to share it on Twitter, say therapy session, basically like a private live, go for it. Because we can basically do like a small little private live, like how we usually do right now. Except it won't be private. So if you ask questions, they're going to be seen. But at least if someone wants to share that on Twitter and tell people that I'm going to be giving you advice, I can't do it, or else I would. I need therapy. I need a session, Usually I sit at my hairdresser's and talk to her, but I haven't gotten my hair done in a while. I'm not new, but I guess Livy is a little cool. So what I've been struggling with the holidays is stress. I mean, I've been so overwhelmed. Like, yeah, I've been so overwhelmed with all of it. How do you deal with the panic attacks? A girl be struggling, and I've been diagnosed for 8 years. All right, so I mean, like, I've had small panic attacks that I never realized were panic attacks throughout my entire life. So even when I was a kid, I would get, like, the normal stage fright, but my normal stage fright would turn into, like, my heart was pounding, my hands were sweating, I couldn't breathe, like, and I thought that was normal. I thought that's just how everyone felt when they got nervous, and I was wrong. So my biggest thing is, like, grounding yourself, which is so stupid, but it's like the other night, I'm having anxiety, right? Like, I'm having anxiety. I ate too much, like, my heart's pounding, like, I'm just having that anxiety feeling, and all I had to do was look at my dad and tell him, I had to just say it out loud, like, I'm a little anxious right now, or, like, I'm having a panic attack, like, saying those things out loud, like, validating the fact that, like, that's happening, and it's not anything else, and you know what it is, and you've done it before, and what comes up must come down, recognizing that, and taking away the power that a panic attack holds, because panic attacks are like a cycle, right? We have one, and then we're panicked about having one again. So then we have anxiety about having one again, and then that anxiety builds up and turns into another panic attack, and then you create this vicious neural pathway in your brain that's open now to, every time I get nervous, every time I get scared, I'm going to think that there's something bad's going to happen. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it is. And the thing is it might. And that's okay. I think taking away the power of our mental illnesses is really important. Surrendering to them, whether it's depression, anxiety, panic disorder, bipolar, saying, like, I am this way, and this is a part of me, and that is okay. And really saying that every day until you absolutely believe it, because it took me a very long time. I didn't want to accept the parts of me that had depression, or the parts of me that had anxiety. I didn't want to be like, I was like, that's not me. I'm, like, the fun-loving, like, never scared of anything girl, and now all of a sudden I have all these problems, and it was like, what? Why? But I denied them for so long, and then I lost myself because I was, like, completely ignoring and not validating my feelings and all this stuff. But now it's like, I can be having anxiety or have a bad day and be like, okay, like, I had a bad day, but, like, that's okay. It's okay if I have a bad day. It's okay if I had a panic attack today. It's okay if I didn't get through the day as well as I thought I would. It's okay if I didn't talk as much as I wanted to. Like, just tell yourself it's okay, because it is. What is a good way to help others around you who are experiencing anxiety in that moment? I think the best way is to ask them. Everybody is so different. Some people like to be touched and held. Some people do not like to be touched. Some people, like, want to be spoken to. Some people just want to be listened to. Like, it really, honestly, so my biggest thing when someone is having anxiety around me, I ask the first thing is there anything I can do? Majority of the time, they're going to be like, no, it's okay. But then I usually ask, like, a couple other questions, like, do you Do you need a hug, or do you want me to stay over here? And those 2 questions, okay, don't want to be touched. Okay, now I know that I need to stay across the room. I need to stay a comfortable distance and let, like, them work it out. I do want to start a podcast, like, very badly, actually. I actually want to turn one of the corners of my room into, like, a whole recording. I want to get, like, a corner desk and turn it all into, like, a real little recording station for podcasts and recording music. So hopefully that works. I just don't know whether if I should do a podcast or if I should do, like, a podcast and actually film it and post it on, like, YouTube. Yeah, I was gonna say it'd probably be with Jill because, like, I'm literally with her every day. So we could probably make one. I mean, me and her could talk for hours about anything. So, a weekly podcast. I'm telling you, all of this new stuff and all of these great things that I wanted to do, I have a list, trust me, and I will be crossing off things on my list very soon, but it's all happening in the new year. And we get a special guest. Probably guests that you guys don't know, but still great people to talk to. Yeah, if you guys have any questions now. I'm for some reason in a therapy mood. I have no idea. You have no idea how much you help people and you need to help people. That's the goal, right? I mean, I think that's why we're here. Is to learn that you can't do things by yourself. And that's okay. And asking for help is okay, whether it's from your family or an outside source or a friend, whatever it is, asking for help is okay. Getting it from a random stranger on a live, that is okay, you know? Why you have a new girlfriend every week. That, first of all, is not a very nice comment. I'm going to put that out there. Do better with your wording. I have not actually dated anybody in a very long time. Me and Angel never dated. People just assumed. So, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. I don't even have a girlfriend now. I mean, I'm talking to a girl that I really like a lot. If you do a podcast on here, I want to watch y'all film them in the... Alright, yeah. So we'll probably, like, film them in the... I'm not okay. Alright, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because if you're not okay, we can talk about it. Have you said to yourself it's okay that I'm not okay right now? So what about you and Lily? Look, me and Lily aren't dating yet. I say yet with big emphasis. Yeah, Lily is a gem. I draw when I'm not okay. Then start drawing. Start drawing. That's the other thing. Most creative people struggle with some kind of, like, ache in their brain, you know? And it's out of those aches that we make things really, really beautiful. And so if you can turn it into something like that, that'd be awesome. My dad might come in this room. He just woke up. I hope he does it. Favorite creative thing to help when you're feeling down? I mean, I sing and I make music and I write. But yeah, honestly, I'll literally just sing to myself, which sounds weird, but it helps me because, like, I feel very connected to music and I feel very connected to, like, singing. So, like, when I feel dissociated, that's a very good piece of advice that I can give. Like, feeling dissociated, like, you're not kind of in your body, like, genuinely just doing something that you feel very connected to, whether it's drawing or it's music or it's going for a drive or whatever you feel like you really connect to, like, your thing that really grounds you. Do it over and over again. because that attachment is so important. How try to approach mental health with friends who don't usually talk about that stuff with. Saying, like, you don't have to be like, hey guys, I was diagnosed with this, and this, okay? Like, they're not gonna probably understand, and they're not, you could say, hey guys, I'm really going through it right now. And if they're your friends, they're gonna listen. Because if one of my friends came up to me, regardless of if we talked about mental health or not, and said, hey, I'm not really doing good right now, I would sit and I would listen. And if they don't, then they're not very good friends. I feel like I'm just existing in this world. I think we're all just existing right now. I think we're at a really pivotal point in, at least for me spiritually, in a transition into people are stepping into their power. And when people step into their power, it's really uncomfortable. So a lot of us are stepping into our power. Some people are starting the beginning of their journey, stepping into their power. This next year is going to be really important. And I say this because we're starting off in Venus. And so a lot of people are going to be very open to love right now and very open to finding stuff and finding people and finding relationships. And so, like, use that as an opportunity to be vulnerable and, like, be, like, unapologetically yourself. Because, like, being unapologetically yourself at the end of the day is what's going to, like, it's what's going to make or break, like, your authenticity. Like, and that authenticity it's not for everybody else. I'm not saying be authentic so people are like, oh, like, don't be fake. Like, I'm saying be authentic for you, because the less authentic that you are towards other people and, like, faking it and, like, fake it till you make it, like, the more of that person, like, you're basically saying, like, oh, this part of me does not deserve to be out in the world. So I'm going to hide her away until I'm by myself, and I have to, or he, she, they, like, I'm going to hide that person away. And when you do that, you're telling your brain, like, this person does not deserve to be out in the world. This person does not deserve to be heard. This person does not deserve to be seen. And, like, that's so damaging to, like, the little kid inside you that's just saying, like, I'm hurting right now and I need someone to talk to. So don't starve yourself from help. Don't starve yourself from being vulnerable. Find somebody who's going to listen and talk. And I know that sounds like, I don't know, I know it's so crazy to just think about, but you know what I want to do? I want to see, let's see if there's people alive right now, and I kind of want to talk to them about this. So I'm going to scroll down and see who's live. I'm trying to find somebody who I could think I would have a good conversation. I don't know. Let's invite this guy. I feel like if he accepts, he might have some wisdom. You seem definitely like a morning person. I am a morning person. I think nothing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wake up and I have mornings where I'm like, no, not today. I'd go live, look like a mess, and I talk for the world. You could talk for the world, you outspoken woman. But yeah, being vulnerable is not a weakness. I think that seeing things like sharing. Oh, wait, we got one.
Olivia?
Hi, Andrew. How are you?
Not much. I'm great. Actually, you know what? I'm good. But how are you?
You're just good, not great.
Yeah, but I'm good though. That's all that
That's
matters.
okay. That is what matters. We're actually talking about that right now, about being honest about, like, how you're feeling to your friends and strangers and being vulnerable.
Well,
Look at you.
yeah, I'm good.
That's
Mm-hmm.
good. I'm glad that you're honest about it. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you
Well,
doing?
I could give you the long story and I can give you the short story, but I'll give you the medium story.
Okay,
Um,
I'll
I
take
was
it.
just on live with a girl and people accused her of lying, and then she came back to my live and started crying, kind of. She got teary-eyed. People were coming at me for saying that I was a cyberbully. And when I asked her, I was like, hey, am I bullying you? Like, am I doing something wrong here? She's like, no, it's not you. It's everyone else in the comments, like, saying things to me, saying I'm a liar. I'm like, okay. So I tried talking to her and, like, trying to, like, calm her down and, like, telling her, like, you're going to be fine. It's
Yeah.
just, you can't let these comments get to you. And then it's just all these comments pouring in. I have, like, 250 people just, like, spamming these comments saying, oh my God, like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you're bullying her. And it was so toxic.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I can't do this. So I said bye to her, talked to my chat for like a solid 20 minutes probably after that. And then now I'm live with you, Olivia.
All right. Well, I'm glad that we can talk about it because, I mean, I'm like the least dramatic person in the world. So I will.
Really?
Nah,
I'm
I like to be.
not even that dramatic.
I'm like a dramatic person in my personal life. But like, I was just talking to everybody about the fact that like, I don't know, like people feel obligated to stay quiet about how they feel because they don't feel safe sharing it, and it's like,
Yeah,
that needs to change. That is a huge reason. Like, yes, mental health has spiked for so many other reasons, obviously in the last 2 years because we've been going through it, but like
exactly.
no one feels comfortable enough to talk about it, and that's frustrating. And like, it's, so I don't know, I'm trying to just remind people that it's okay. Like, it's okay to go to your friends and be like, going through it. It's okay to like, but about the whole social media thing and the comments, I totally get that shit. I mean,
Yeah,
being on social media is hard, especially when you have a following. It's not, people think it's like this lavish life, and it's like you're really getting comments every day about how horrible you are, or like you're getting messages about how shitty of a person you are, and it's like, whoa, you don't even know me.
yeah, exactly. Um, it's not even about me really. Like, I'm fine. It's just about her. Um, I'm really fine. It's just I can't just ignore all the comments that I'm getting. But I just look at them and it goes through one year and then out the other. But or not, I'm not listening to them, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Any of
I
these
mean,
girls is
no, I know. It's
so
like,
yeah,
it's hard. I mean, like, I always tell people, I'm like, oh, like, I just don't pay attention to it. Like, I just don't listen to it, whatever. But then I'm like, I kind of do sometimes. Because, like,
yeah,
it's hard. You see comments over and over again about the same things, and it's like, wow, it's starting to sting, you know? But,
yeah. Well, that's kind of like weird though. A coincidence that when I invited you to go live, that you like talk about this kind of stuff. It's kind of
yeah,
funny.
we talk about it all the time. It's like my favorite topic because I work on a place that I, you know, like, working on social media is like hard. It's like a double-edged sword because you love it. If you love the like the platform that you get to share things, but then you also hate what comes along with it. So it's like,
Yeah,
how do you keep going? Like, I'm trying to change something from the inside. It's like, how do you keep doing that when it's not necessarily working? But I'm not going to stop trying because I've already put this much effort. So
yeah.
I
Well, that's
appreciate
good.
you.
Well, yeah, I appreciate you. I mean, just kind of helps me out and helps you out. You do
Yeah,
your job and you talk to me.
perfect. Well, I think you're a great guy. I'm sorry that that happened to you. I
Well,
think
thank you.
things go well. I honestly never, like, I don't use people, like, I ever like accept people, so I don't know how to end it. So,
Okay, well, I will go ahead and end it for you.
but
But
it was really nice to meet you.
it was nice meeting you too.
I'll follow you.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right, yeah. All right, hold on. Okay, I followed you. All right, bye.
Bye. Guy. See, like, very like big topic that like isn't like spoken about is like, I liked him. He's cool. Yeah, he is cool. We love a good, well-spoken, like, person. Anybody who can articulate themselves like that is important. Um. Good morning. Okay, let's get back to mental health and questions. Because I'm like really in the mood to answer. I actually have to take my meds as we talk about mental health, so I don't forget. But we can keep talking about it. I live in NOLA. Oh my gosh, I live in NOLA. We should hang out. Sorry, I need to find out. I need to go in my bag. Are they gonna get me in trouble for like having this on here? I'm gonna be like substance use, and I'm gonna be like, I need them. Let's. I wish you lived in NOLA. You're saying the stupidest shit. But yeah, we can get back to talking about other things if anybody has any questions. It is TikTok, I know. I wouldn't be surprised if me taking my antidepressants was a bad thing. PSA, take your meds. Property of Angel Falls. Buy her merch, but because it says PSA, take your meds. But this is a reminder for anybody who's taking morning meds, afternoon meds, night meds. I don't know where you are, but if you need to take your meds, go take them right now. Do antidepressants help? They help some people, and they help me. The right ones help me. The wrong ones do not help me. It's a very slippery slope to travel down, but it's also one that can be worth it if you're kind of at a point where you're not, like, you're doing therapy, you're doing all these things, you're listening to what everyone's saying, you're practicing all of these, like, mindfulness, blah, 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 bullshit. And I'm not saying it's bullshit because it works for, like, everybody but me. Just kidding. But, yeah, I don't know. It's hard. I can't say yes or no. They work for me, but they might not work for you, you know? But giving them a shot and knowing that you have different, like, resources, I think is important. Because when I finally recognize, okay, it's time for me to go on meds, and, like, I recognize, okay, now I have a whole new outlet of resource that I can use, that a psychiatrist can help me with to, like, fix what's going on in my head. Because at that point, when I started meds, at that point, I was 8 months completely depressed. Like, I was eight months stuck in a cycle of dissociation, derealization, depersonalization. I was quite literally, like, terrified every day. I was like, and so I was in those 8 months, I had tried therapy, I had tried different things, I had tried meditation, I had tried talking about it, I had tried not talking about it, I had tried sleeping all day, I tried not sleeping all day. I did everything that I, like, could, and I felt like nothing was helping. And then I made the decision that I needed, like, and I'll tell you guys my full story if you're new here. Like, I made the decision back in 2020 in October, or was it October? It might have been September, October. I don't know. It might have been end of October or beginning. I don't remember, but I put myself in the hospital because I needed help, and I needed to be watched, and I needed to be seen, and I needed to be heard. So I was like, you know what? I'm going into the hospital where there's 24-hour care, where I can sit, and if I have something going on with me, I can tell a nurse, I can tell somebody who understands these things, and, like, they'll listen. And so that was my thought process, and I was completely correct about that. It saved my life. Like, it saved my everything doing that. And I did end up having to do it one more time to get my meds adjusted. But, like, I personally just, like, I find it safer to get my meds adjusted in the hospital. And a lot of people go, like, for that reason alone, is like, oh, my meds are not working anymore, I need to go to the hospital so it's safe when I change. Because meds can be a little scary, and sometimes they can have a negative adverse reaction. And I'm going to be honest with you, like, that is a risk that you're taking when you try any new medication. But they put me on the right meds, like, this first time when I got in there, and within a week, I was like, oh my God. Like, it's not that things were like, better, you're fine, but I literally could think. I could actually have a conversation with somebody without my brain racing in the back of my head. I could listen to somebody talk to me without having thoughts, like, intrusive thoughts, or, yeah, it really can, like, change a lot. So I was terrified to try meds. It's a scary thing to, like, I don't know, like, do it and try it, but, like, getting on the right ones really can help. Have a great New Year's. Yes, your feelings are always valid with us. Love you. Have a good New Year's. Be safe. Yes, meds are really scary. I always feel like garbage the first 2 weeks. Yeah, that's the other thing is, like, sometimes it gets worse before it gets better. And no one knows why. I used to read so many articles. I was like, I wanted to understand psych meds better. And every article I read was like, we don't really know why things get worse before they get better, but they do. And I was like, okay. Sometimes you just have to accept that there's not an answer to everything. I'm very worried about going to university. Too scared if I don't pass it. So you're worried about failing, which is a silly worry, which I'm not trying to invalidate you, but it's a silly worry, and I'm going to tell you why. It is okay if you fail. You could go to college and completely fuck it up, and guess what? That's okay. Because you could either decide to go back, or you leave, or you do something else with your life. Like, it is not going to be the end of the world, but I do understand that it's important to you. So I think the best thing is for you to give yourself some credit for what you've done. I think it's smart to remember the accomplishments that you've, like, made, and tell yourself that this is just another hurdle and just another step in the right direction, and that if it didn't feel scary and it didn't feel uncomfortable, then that means that you're not pushing yourself. So that uncomfortability of stepping into something new is actually really, really important to have. I think that without that uncomfortability is, like, when you start to realize, like, oh shit, am I really doing something that I love? Am I really doing the right thing? Because if you're too comfortable doing something for so long, then you're probably not like pushing yourself, you know, to your full potential. So you being afraid about, like, college, it only means that you know that this is a huge opportunity for you to go and prove something to yourself, and that's valid to be afraid of that. You should be. It's okay. Say, it is okay that I'm afraid of going to college. It is okay that I'm overwhelmed. It is okay that I'm stressed, because it's true. It is okay. It is okay, and you're going to get through it. You know why? Because you kind of have to. And that's my motto, and I hate that sometimes it comes off sounding mean. But it's true. Like, you have one option in this world, and it's just to do it. You know? Like, we didn't choose to be here. I don't know, maybe we did. I'm not really sure how it works up there. I'm trying to figure it out, but I don't know. Maybe we did choose our families or all that stuff. But, like, I genuinely believe that you're supposed to be here for a reason, and, like, finding that reason is hard. It's, like, really hard. I'm trying to get back in the chat and understand what's going on. Have I missed things? You're quite literally the sweetest soul. I don't think I'm sweet. I think I'm just, like, I think some people think in order to be brutally honest with people that you have to be mean to them. Like, you ever meet somebody and they're like, oh, I'm just so honest. Like, people just hate me, you know, because I'm so honest. And then you hear them talk to people and it's like, well, you're not being honest. You're being honest, but you're being rude, you know? And that peeves me, because just to be, like, honest does not mean that you have to ruin someone's day by being like, well, listen, this is how things are and this is how they're gonna be and blah, blah. Like, no, like, I'll be honest with you guys. Life is not easy. And if you're expecting it to be that way, like, for a consistent amount of time, you probably should, like, get rid of that thought, because life is meant to throw curveballs at you. It is meant to put you on the ground so that you can stand up and so that you can learn to dodge. Like, you can learn to hit those curveballs, or, like, you can learn to, like, step out of the way when something's hurtling towards you. Like, you just learn. And I know that's not fair necessarily. I wish it was. Like, that's the honest truth. I wish that it was fair. I wish life was just this easy. But think about how boring that would be, you guys. And I know that it would save us a lot of heartache, and it would save us a lot of, like, trips to a therapist, you know? It would probably be really nice. But at the same time, like, you wouldn't grow as a person. You wouldn't be able to have the thoughts and feelings and experiences that you have now if life was just easy. You just learn to go through what you go through. I love that. Yeah, you do. I mean, you do. And I hate to say that everything's a lesson, but it is. Like, whether it's either a lesson or it's a constant, right? Or a lesson or a constant. So it's like either that person or that thing is going to leave your life, and you're going to take something away from it, and you're going to learn something to put into the next person or thing that comes into your life. Or that person is going to stay a constant, and you're going to learn from them forever. When will you go back to NOLA? I leave tomorrow morning to go back home. Why are you so nice? I find it to be important to be nice. I actually really like Ollie. That's cute. If you've grown so much, thanks for sticking around to watch it happen, and I appreciate the recognition. I really do. I just lost my jewel. Why did I do this to myself? I found it. But yeah, I mean, honesty doesn't have to be anger. So if someone ever looks at you and says, sorry, I'm just really honest, and then, like, insults you, or, like, doesn't, like, don't let them do that. Like, that's not, I can be honest and still not be like, you look gross today. Like, no. There's always a kind way to say something to somebody. There's always a different approach. Like, I want everyone to do that today, if you can. Like, when you go to speak to somebody and you feel any kind of, like, hostility in the back of your mind that's about to come out of your, like, mouth, like, stop yourself and be like, is there another way that I can say this that could save either an argument, save or spare those people's feelings? Because by not starting an argument, you're sparing your own feelings, really, because you're saving yourself from having to be yelled at or doing the yelling, you know. But not to say that you're gonna be perfect every time, but yeah, just today I want everyone to practice, if there's any kind of thing that angers them when they go to talk to somebody about it, just recognize that hostility does not get us anywhere. Aggression gets us nowhere. Passive doesn't get us anywhere either, though. So in order to, like, really state a point and be honest with someone, being assertive and standing your ground is important, but also respecting them is also really, really important if you want to get anywhere. There's always a why behind what. There's always a reason why people land themselves where they do. It is true. It is very true. Like, if anger is not, I've talked about this so many times on these lives, anger is not a primary emotion, is a secondary emotion. We don't jump to anger unless we feel something else before it. And it can be very quick. I could be sad and then instantly angry. I could be scared and then instantly angry. But I was sad before. I was scared before. You know, so those are the feelings that I actually need to focus on. Those are the feelings where I'm like, okay, where'd those come from? Because I'm not going to get rid of this anger until I root myself back. And now I'm focused on, okay, like, now I got, okay, I'm angry right now because I'm sad that somebody did that to me. So how can I work through this? I'm not going to work through my anger by screaming at the person. You know what I'm going to work through? I'm going to work through by talking to that person about the fact that I feel sad about something that they did. And that person's response, you have to remember, is up to them. But your response, that's up to you. That is completely your responsibility. How you respond to somebody, what actions you take towards somebody, that is on you. And that will never change. But how they treat you back, that's not on you. You're wise, my friend, but this all comes from experience and navigating stuff. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. But they don't listen unless you're angry. Well, then if somebody's not listening to you unless you're mad, it doesn't really sound like the right person to be having a conversation with. And if they're not listening to you, just step away. Say, okay, you're not hearing me. I no longer want to have this conversation. Because you're allowed to do that too. I'm still pressing hearts. You're crazy. We got up to like 400 at one point. That was really cool. I haven't seen my live numbers up that high in a long time. I love when you guys just start having a conversation in the chat and then I look down and I'm like, what's going on? Where's Angel? Angel's in NOLA. I'll be home with her tomorrow. Maybe we will go live together at some point. We really need to do that. I miss Trevor. Me too. He's at my mom's. I gotta pack up my stuff and go to my mom's. It's gonna take me a while. See, I could sit here and complain about it, or I could just do it. No notification again, though. Ugh. I do not know what to tell you. I do not know what to tell you. I don't think anybody is live right now. I'm literally just reading like tips on going live. Prepare your live with content in advance. I did not do that. What is happening? I want to be part of this conversation. I'm going to follow you. Just because I want to ask you later. What's happening? TikTok algorithm is slowly beginning to match that of Insta, ruining it for people. Yeah. How do you learn to step away from something bad? You step away and you realize how much it was affecting you. Oh my god, are people like actually like flirting in my comments? Yay! Get that booty. Call my girl. Lily is sleeping. She does not wake up in the morning. She's been asleep since like 8 o'clock, and she probably will not be awake for like another 4 hours. She literally hibernates. Liv, I talk to you later. Let me flirt here first. Okay, whatever. I try to follow you. Maybe I'll take it away. Whatever. Didn't even say follow back either. Hurts my feelings. Really hurts my feelings. What time is it there? 6:50. I've been on here for like an hour with you guys. Do you have an Insta account? Yes. It's linked to my page. Sometimes my nose just gets itchy. You know what I need? I need somebody who knows TikTok really well just to tell me what to do. How's the new house? I fucking love it. I love being there. You know, it's one of my favorite sounds ever, which is so bad, but it's true. Okay, I'm yawning. Now I go back to bed. But I love you guys. I don't have a morning routine now. I wish I did. I literally slept in my makeup last night, so do not ask me about skincare. I do not know. I should probably wash my face right now, but I'm probably gonna go back to sleep and then wash my face. I'm going on people's lives and telling them good morning. Good morning. That's cute. How did you and Lily start talking TikTok? Okay, I need to leave. Bye. I need to leave. Oh my gosh. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Okay, I love you guys. Well, I'll come back. How about this? I'll come back on today at some point. Let's get your sleep. I love you. See ya. Bye. Bye.